Hello, and welcome to my channel, Encantada Maria, where we have discussions on self-care and personal growth. In today's video, we are going to be discussing the importance of self-reflection when you're on your journey towards personal growth. Before we get started, if you enjoy discussions on self-care and personal growth, be sure to click subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you're notified of future videos. Additionally, be sure to check out my blog, encantadamaria.com. I will include the link in the description box below. Let's get started. So first, let's identify what we mean by self-reflection. Self-reflection is the process of examining our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors in order to gain a better understanding of ourselves. So it allows us to kind of reflect on the ways that we think, our daily routines, maybe our bad habits, and identify how they may be affecting our progress towards personal growth or maybe achieving certain goals. So, how can self-reflection affect our personal growth? Well, first, it can help us to identify our strengths and our weaknesses. If you don't take the time to reflect on yourself, you're not able to identify your strengths and weaknesses that allow you to make progress towards a specific goal. This can be as simple as identifying a strength as your tendency to be a morning person. So if you know that you are the most productive between the hours of maybe 9 a.m. and 12 p.m., you can schedule your day so that your most difficult tasks, or maybe the tasks that you don't necessarily want to do, fall between that time window so that you are most energized and kind of most in the zone to tackle those particular tasks. Similarly, if you're not a morning person, the chances are you don't want to schedule your, maybe meetings or just difficult projects for the morning, and maybe want to wait to tackle those in the afternoon. A second way that self-reflection can help us with our personal growth is it can help us to take accountability for our actions. So this can affect both maybe your progress towards your career goals and also the state of your personal relationships. So for career goals, if you have a particular maybe New Year's resolution or a monetary goal in your business and you're not quite hitting that monetary goal, you can do a little self-reflection. Okay, what am I doing in my business? What's going wrong? What can I do in order to improve my ability to make a living, to earn revenue in my business? And as far as your personal relationships, we've all been in those arguments where we think that we're right, and then when we take a step back and kind of look at the entire situation as a whole, we realize that maybe we weren't as right as we thought we were. Or maybe not everyone has, but I know that I definitely have. So when you do a little self-reflection, both career-wise and in your personal life, you can definitely see areas where you can make just some personal improvement, either in your career or just take accountability for your behaviors and actions. A third reason why self-reflection is important is because it helps you to learn from your past experiences. So while taking accountability for your actions is definitely important, learning from those actions or those behaviors is equally important. Reflect on any negative experiences in your life, maybe disappointing experiences in your life, and identify what actions you took, what behaviors you had in order to lead to those results, and learn from them so that they're not repeated in the future. I think Robin Sharma once said, "There are no mistakes in life, just lessons." And I constantly remember that quote anytime something goes wrong in my life. It encourages me to take a step back and identify what life lesson can I learn from this negative experience so that it's not repeated later. A fourth reason why self-reflection is so important to personal growth is that it promotes self-awareness. Truthfully, the only person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with is yourself, which may be kind of a bleak thing to say, but it's true. You are going to be spending 100% of the rest of your life with yourself. So take some time to actually learn about yourself, do some self-reflection, identify your likes, your dislikes, your triggers. That way, as you're making progress towards a goal, as you're just on your journey towards personal growth, you're able to kind of create a life that works best for you and puts you in the best position to succeed. A fifth reason why self-reflection is so important to personal growth is that it helps you to identify your personal values and beliefs. So in addition to increasing that sense of self-awareness, it's also important to identify, what do you believe in? What do you value in your life? What's important to you, and what is worth protecting? This sort of self-reflection will be incredibly helpful when you are working on setting boundaries in your life. Just knowing your own personal beliefs and what's important to you, you're better able to identify what areas of your life need boundaries and how you can ensure that those boundaries are enforced. If you're interested in a discussion on how to set boundaries, I do have a video on this. I will include it in the description box below. A sixth reason why self-reflection is so important for personal growth is that it facilitates goal setting and goal achievement. So if you're trying to accomplish a goal without tracking your progress or without having some sort of action plan, that's kind of like trying to go on a journey to a new place without a roadmap. Chances of you actually achieving that goal decrease if you're not tracking your progress, and also there's no general timeline for when you can expect to achieve that goal. With self-reflection, you are encouraged to review what progress you've made towards that goal, identify what's working, what's not working, and what adjustments you need to make in order to ensure that that goal is actually met. So using the previous example of a business owner, if you sell a particular product and you have a particular revenue goal but aren't making as much sales as you would like, maybe it's time to do some self-reflection to make adjustments for your marketing plan, your outreach plan, things of that nature to ensure that your business is being promoted and you're making as many sales as possible. You wouldn't be able to identify the weak areas of your business if you didn't engage in any sort of self-reflection and kind of compare and contrast between where your business currently is versus where you would like to be. All right, and this last reason is a little redundant, but it's definitely true, and that is that self-reflection is great for personal growth because it motivates you along that journey towards personal growth. Tracking your progress can be a huge motivating factor in your journey towards achieving a goal. If you are working hard, putting in the effort and not seeing the results you want just yet, it can kind of be, discouraging, and you can kind of feel defeated because you feel like you should be getting better results than what you are. If you're in this sort of situation, I encourage you to take a step back and really reflect on what progress you have made. Because chances are you've made a lot more progress than you think you have, and really, seeing this progress, especially for me, if I'm working towards a goal and, I'm not quite achieving it yet, I feel discouraged, I try to focus on what progress I've made thus far, and that really motivates me to keep going. So if this is you and you're feeling discouraged because you haven't accomplished a certain goal, reflect on what has been done thus far and celebrate the fact that you've made so much progress. Alright, so that concludes today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and check out my blog. I've left the link in the description box below. Also, if you have any video ideas, please leave them in the comments below. I will see you in the next one.